Yo,
Yo, Raw.
yo, I'm
Heavy
here.
half, bro. Heavy
Yes,
motherfucking
sir.
half. That was a
Yeah.
dope
Talk
battle.
about it. Right.
That was a dope
Word.
battle.
Was a dog fight.
I can honestly say I was watching the battle, and I had to stop it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And it stopped. I had to stop it right there when you got to the part where the little picture shit pop up. And I just paused for a minute. You know what I mean? And to be honest, like, you know how when you like on a roller coaster or some shit and you got like that shit drop to the pit of your stomach, like you get that kind of feeling? I got that feeling instantly. Like instantly for me. So it was kind of like I watched the rest of the battle, like kind of like just recapping that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I was almost in like kind of like fucked up, like just it was like a whole bunch of whys. You know what I'm saying? So it was like my first question to you was like, when you seen it, like what was your first thought?
Well, the battle came out, and it's like the regular routine when you got a battle coming out, a big battle coming out. You know, it drop, and you know, I cut it on. And see me when my battle come out, I like to see this shit before anybody else see it, like any of my homies. So like when it dropped, I was at my crib with a bunch of my niggas and shit. I ain't even tell nobody. I just stepped out, threw it on my phone, and wanted to check it out on my Dolo joint. And I'm watching it, you know, and I seen what everybody else saw. And at first, I didn't understand it. Like at first, I was confused. You know what I mean? I was like, you know, I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understood what had happened, but I was just confused on why. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, then I ran it back to make sure I wasn't tripping. I read the comments. I'm like, okay, you know. Then I understood what it was. It was a shot. You know what I mean? It was a shot. And you know, I was instantly infuriated just because I felt like it wasn't warranted. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you do it to somebody you don't fuck with, or you know, you try to embarrass somebody. You know what I mean? That you know that didn't deserve to be. You know.
Here's my question for you. I looked in the footage. You say the line. I see ARP look at you. Did y'all speak anything about that situation at all after the venue? I mean, after the whole battle situation was over?
I walked up to him after the battle and I said, gatekeeper, right? Like, you know, jokingly. He laughed it off like, yeah, fuck out of here, bro. I'm going to get you back. You know what I mean? And, you know, I didn't think nothing of it. So when I called him, you know what I mean, about it, he didn't answer. Called him 3 times. He didn't answer. Sent him a message, and you know, I said, when have I been a joke to you niggas, or when have I been somebody you can play with like that? You know what I'm saying? So he called me back, and we talked about it, and he was like, you know, you tried to embarrass me, my nigga. You tried to embarrass me on that stage. This ain't Smack. This ain't URL. We can't allow any artist to come in there and try to embarrass us or take credit for what we built. So we felt like you took a shot at the brand in the league. And basically, we took our shot back in the editing of your footage. Now, immediately, I got more mad. Like, damn, I feel worse than I did before I talked to you, my nigga. So you're justifying this. You saying what you did is justified by something I said in a performance. You understand what I'm saying? And he had a lot of reasons for why he did it, and I didn't get it. You know, one thing I was always to them niggas is loyal, and they was loyal to me too. That's why I was confused and why now? Like, why now? Like, I'm about to take off again. Why now? You know what I mean? That wasn't we're going to fuck up a real good relationship over that. You know what I mean? And, you know, I just think the thing that was upsetting the most is I think it made me see somebody differently than I thought they was. You understand what I'm saying? ARP will always be somebody I give praise to in the business I dealt with him and the years I fucked with him. You know, I just think he got real P. Diddy-ish over the last couple of years. You know what I mean? And it's like starting to be about him a little bit. He's like smelling himself a little bit, and rightfully so. I mean, when you build something from the bottom up and you get that respect level, I guess you want to stretch your muscles a little bit, and that's the fuck you should. You built that, but you had help. And You know, don't ever forget that you had help. And when you shit on the motherfuckers that helped you, you know what I mean? And you know, it's good karma and it's bad karma. And I just think, you know, they going to handle their bad karma. And at the end of the day, they feel the exact opposite that I feel. They feel like what they did was right. So, you know, they don't feel like they did anything wrong. And I think that's where my biggest issue is. Like, y'all don't feel like y'all disrespecting me. And even
if to me, like, to me personally,
even if you,
I feel like that shit is totally disrespectful. You see what I'm saying? Like, and then the sad part about it is it got done to me.
Like,
John Doe did that shit to me out Black Ice. Ain't dropped my motherfucking battle for almost 9 months, and then didn't even edit my side and tried to make this shit, gave the boy so much fucking effects and try to make it look like he beat me. We get my shit back on the editing shit, my nigga. You was better off just hollering at me after the battle.
Well, I'm about to say, I think I could have went up there and said, fuck your mom. At the end of the day, I mean, that's what I said in the battle. You know what I mean? You don't, as a league owner, you don't have the right to go back at me in the footage. I mean, we got freedom of speech. That's what battle rap always was. Freedom of speech. You go up there and say what you want. You go up there and say what you want. You can say whatever you want about smacking them niggas and how shitty they might be or how fucked up they might be. They ain't never do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's real shit. That's real.
That's because it's D League and it's NBA, and you know the D League is still a great league, and the D League is still better than a lot of fucking leagues. You know what I mean? But you know, I mean, come on, man. The Smack Outlaws built that league. You know what I mean? The Outlaws that Smack cut off or had bad business with, they all went over there. We all went over there. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool. You know what I mean? We helped build that shit. The Swaves, the show-offs. You know what I'm saying? The you know, the countless names that went over there and put on for that platform. And then there's niggas like me who not only put on for that platform, but wore it on their shirt like, yeah, I'm riding with these niggas, knowing that they wasn't better than where I could actually play ball at. I chose to play ball for China. You understand what I'm saying? I could have stayed and took a 8th, 9th man off the bench, role for any team in the league, and play NBA ball for pennies. But I went and tried to go start at China because I feel like I'm a fucking star player. You understand what I'm saying? So that was all by choice, and I think somewhere down the line, ARP forgot that I was a star before I met him. You know what I mean? He didn't make me a star. And, you know, DNA, Reed Dollars, and E-Ness had nothing to do with RBE. They were all, or URL. They were all battles I got off of the work that I put in under my name. And, you know, I don't know. I just think a lot of, when you feel like you could do something like that to a nigga, you don't have respect for me. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, well, bottom line, hey, Raw, my bottom line is this. One thing you just said, you know, motherfuckers necessarily didn't make you a star. You made yourself a star. I remember seeing you, you know, you did K. This is before I even heard about RBA. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, I'm not throwing shade at nobody, but I know you were big before whatever. You know what I mean? So I just, you know, got to take the starters night.
Their first main event was me versus Wade Seba, and then their second event featured me and Shotgun Suge. If them two battles didn't have a big fucking impact on their channel, then I don't know what else did. And here's the other thing. He wouldn't have did oops like that. He wouldn't have did show off like that. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I was them type niggas to the league. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I obviously found out I wasn't. And it's cool, man. I never was somebody who needed a home. You know what I mean? I never needed a home. I done business with King of the Dot 2 to 3 times. I never needed to cling on a wave and try to become one of the Canadian guys. Like, I was always cool with doing my own thing, man. So, you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I still wish them niggas the best. I just can't take my business there no more because, you know, I won't let nobody be in a position. And you got to think, he's basically, I'm handcuffed and he hitting me while I'm handcuffed. I can't fight back. You got the editing in my footage, and I can't do nothing back. You dissing me basically, and I can't reply to that. You hitting me while I'm tied down. You know what I mean? And that's some sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? You knew, like, on some I'm going to get the last shit. And what type of league owner does that? What type of owner of any business thinks like that? Like, oh, he tried to show me up. Nah, I'll get the last. You know what I mean? What type of fuck shit is that at the end of the day? If you really felt some type of way, you call my phone if you my folks. You understand what I'm saying? I meant what I said. You know what I mean? I'm not no fucking gatekeeper for nobody. I built part of this shit. And whether you want to admit it or not, that's what the fuck it is. And I'm okay with you not admitting that. You know, and I'm okay with not doing business with you niggas. You understand what I'm saying? I was okay with not doing business with the best battle rap league in the world. Why the fuck would I care about not doing business with the 7th best battle league in the world? You know what I mean? So
no, I mean, like at the end of the day, like I thought, you know, playing with people's footage and all that shit, like that's like the ultimate low. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? See, I just gave they league a lot more credit than that. Like, I just wouldn't think they could do something like that. You know what I'm saying?
And then to me, it was like you can hamper you hamper that man round. That one round that you did that, if that could be the deciding round, and the raw whole angle was good and niggas liked it, and then you did that and they cancel it out like he's lying. You just lost this fucking battle. By opinion. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that ain't live.
No, it's not live at all, especially on a performance.
You're not even in the fight.
That was one of the most complete performances. That was one of the most complete performances I gave RBE. You know what I mean? That might have been the highest level of Rosenberg they got to date since I've been doing business with them. I gave them niggas 3 rounds. I had haymakers in all 3 rounds. I battled a nigga that I never heard of or seen in my life, like I always do. But here's the thing, man, just to be all the way real. It's definitely confusing, man, because, you know, ARP has done stand-up shit. You know what I mean? I've been fucked up on some street shit, and he done sent me checks. Or some off-battle rap shit here. We fuck with you, Raw. So I don't know where it changed. You understand what I'm saying? And I guess that's me stepping away from the game, because I stepped away from battle rap for like a year, and they kept going. So somewhere throughout that year, you know, his vibe and the way we conduct things has changed a little bit. And you can't do nothing but respect it at the end of the day, man. I don't respect what they did, but, you know, I respect the fact that they going to stand by it and say, you know, if you don't want to fuck with us because of that, then don't fuck with us, Raw. You can only respect that. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I tell you this, Raw. Let me say this real quick, Jake. Hey, Raw, you so young, man. You so talented, dog. I know that shit ain't really bothering you like that. It might ruffle a little feathers, because it's like when you put your heart out there and you are dealing with stand-up people, and then they like kind of like halfway, you know, take a piss on you. It's like, you know, it's like a smack in the face almost. You know what I mean? So I just wanted you to show some positive vibes. I just say, yo, bro, you young as shit. You, like you said in the beginning of the interview, you on your way back up, about to blast off again. You know it, I know it, Z knows it, Blue knows it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so you know, take this shit as water under the bridge, man. Fuck, you know what I mean? Fuck the situations. Do what you gotta do, man. I believe in you, man. Not even just because you're from PA, but I just fuck with your style. And you always admitted that your style came from a gritty energy, man, which has started this culture. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, salute to you, man. You know what I mean? That shit gonna be all right, bro. I'm going to check the battle out. I didn't get a check yet. But, you know, we doing it tonight, man. Fuck that.
It's always been emotional in the sense of, like, you always see anytime somebody with any type of importance tweets or says something bad, he making a 45-minute blog trying to expose them. So, you know, he always been on that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? That's why I told him, you know what I mean? Listen, bro, we going to part ways and shit, man. You don't do no 45-minute blog about me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do interviews because I'm a fucking rapper and the people want to know. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, I don't have nothing ill to say about them besides the issue at hand. You know what I mean? But that nigga, man,
that's
you know.
But it's hard. It's hard, though, bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, at the end of the day, like I said, you make a decision, you stand by it. You don't want to fuck with Raw, and, you know, I don't want to fuck with y'all. And it's that simple. You know what I mean? I keep the shit moving. Me versus Reed Dollars. Ain't nothing changed about that battle now that I stopped fucking with RBE. That battle's still gonna be a big battle, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. He got a little URL push right now, so he back bubbling again. I'm on a mission to calm it down again, but you know, at the same time, it's gonna be a big battle, and you know, we put that shit behind us, man. It's some sucker shit. I ain't fucking with niggas, and you know, real niggas can see that's some fuck shit. You can read a couple comments, a lot of niggas calling niggas out on that shit, but. You know, it is what it is, man. If you if you too soft to let your artists speak they mind, and see one thing about when you hear him talk, or a lot of league owners talk, it's like, we pay y'all money, y'all guaranteed money, like we taking all the loss, we taking all the, like, no the fuck y'all not. Y'all paying us that guaranteed money because we earned the right to be paid that guaranteed money. You're not doing us a favor because you're paying me. That's not a favor. I deserve to be paid. So when you say, we building, we doing all this shit to try to make this league happen, to give y'all money, yeah, y'all better give us our fucking money or it's no show. You understand what I'm saying? You're not doing no, that's like saying, you know what I mean, I paid Meek Mill 50 fucking grand to do a show, you know what I mean, and you know, I took that 50, no, you wanted to have Meek at your show, so you had to pay what he wanted you to pay him, and you didn't do him a favor by paying him that, you paid him what he's fucking worth, you understand what I'm saying? So, a lot of niggas be acting like they doing us favors by paying us the money that we're owed, you know, I don't know where the fuck battle rappers went, and that's why I don't invest all my time and energy in it. I'm still involved in it enough to be able to compete at a high level when it's my time to compete. You know what I mean? I'm still involved in it enough to know what's going on. But that shit don't take up all my energy and motherfucking time no more because I just don't get it. I mean, half the niggas who rapping, they suck. You know what I mean? And they the hot niggas now. You know what I mean? So you got they fans telling you trash. You know what I'm saying? So I think when you dealing with battle rap, and you somewhat of a big name or a household name, the biggest thing you just want to do is not invest all your fucking eggs in the battle rap. Battle rap not going to make you rich. It's just not. So it's no reason to invest all your time, your emotion, and energy into something that has a ceiling. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, that's basically where I'm at with it. I love battle rap. I enjoy it still. I don't get to watch battles that often. You know what I mean? They're not as fun as they used to be to watch. You know what I mean? It's like more of a routine now than more of a battle. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. At the end of the day, Rosenberg. Y'all know I get that shit up raw, man. You know, it's this Sunday, Reed Dollars versus Rosenberg. I'm in the flesh. If you're around, come fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
42nd in Chester. 42nd in Chester.
Yes, sir.
Really,